Welcome to San Diego Market Movers. I have Quynh here with me today. Welcome, Quynh. It's so good to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. And we were just talking about when you're purchasing a home and this is probably for first-time home buyers or people that have just moved to San Diego or live in San Diego renting but have never bought, right? And they are trying to figure out where they want to live. They don't really know. How are you helping people figure that out? Because it can be such a time suck trying to, okay, well, let's try this neighborhood. So what are you doing to help your your clients in figuring out which neighborhood might be the best for them?
No, this is such a great question, especially if you're new to San Diego or even if you're going from being a renter to buying your first home. There's so many different neighborhoods and pockets in San Diego. When I moved here from Texas, I actually did some of my research on a blog to find out, hey, what are some good neighborhoods for families? What are the best school districts? How close is the commute if you're traveling? So those were things that were important to me. And for each person, those things are going to be different for them. Like if you have a dog, you might want to be near a dog park. If you're working remotely, you might not care where you are as long as it's in your price range.
Right.
So I think just really sitting down and finding out like, hey, what are your goals in terms of this first place? You know, is it mainly just an affordability thing? Because if so, you have a lot of different options. But if you're wanting to be in certain neighborhoods, that's something that is good to kind of explore before you start doing your home search. Like go out to that area, go to Carlsbad, check out the neighborhood, spend a day there with your family, just walk around and see if you like that vibe. Or go to Rancho Penasquitos, check out the parks there, see how close you are to the shopping. And I feel like just doing kind of like a pre-research before you actually start looking at houses is a good idea, because many of my clients, they're super busy. So like if they're going to look at houses with me over the weekend, I want to make sure like it's good use of their time, because if it's just the price, sometimes I'll tell them, hey, do you want to drive by that neighborhood first to see if it's a good fit for you? And sometimes they'll tell me like, I drove by and you're right, Quynh, I don't want to live there. I don't want to live in that area. It's too congested. There's not enough parking, whatever the reason. So just being comfortable having that conversation with your clients, saying, hey, are you sure you want to live in that area? Do you want to look on Google ahead of time? Because you can see Google Earth and street views, and sometimes that just saves so much time. So looking to see what you want. Do you want to be close to schools, shopping, beaches, work? Identify that first. And then once you have your budget, you can kind of say, hey, which of those neighborhoods meet my budget and meet my lifestyle needs, and then just previewing it before you start doing showings.
I love that, because I can imagine that when that hasn't been the case, right? I'm sure you've had clients who don't do that.
Yeah.
The outcome is what? You're wasting a lot of time and energy, and maybe like let down of, we go to this neighborhood, we see the house, but I don't like the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And it's just disappointing. It can be really frustrating.
Yeah.
And I know that your goal is to always do the best for your clients. So I want to save you time. I want to make sure that we're going to areas you're like, I love this neighborhood.
Yeah.
Right? And I can sense that about how you function as an agent. And I think also the priorities from top to bottom when you're doing that. I'm sure you're helping them with all of that. So the home purchasing process can be frustrating, but when you have an agent that is really experienced and knows what the process has been like with other clients, you're able to really guide them and make sure that they're optimizing their time. They're not getting super frustrated. And I know that you're doing that for your clients right now. So if you are looking to purchase a home and you're not really sure what neighborhood you want to live in, Quynh, you've helped so many people through this process. I know that you're the right person for them to reach out to.
Oh, thank you.
It's so good to have you here today.
Thank you.
Of course.